Hello, everyone. This is Kim Horvat from Life Coach Office. And today we're going to be talking about the coaching journal. I actually get a lot of questions that come through our customer service support line in reference to the coaching journal. And it seems that there might be, for some of you, some confusion on how to use it in a way that's most effective for you. And then for others, you have great suggestions and you're sharing things with me that let me know new ways that I can help other folks to use the journal. So I'm going to spend some time discussing the journal today because if you can get your clients to use the journal, you can definitely have much more effective coaching sessions with them, and they would be more likely to remain coaching clients for you. And what we want here at Life Coach Office is for our coaches to be successful in using the tool that they're investing in. So let's get right into it. You're looking at the screen, which is the home screen where I always start all of my videos from. And we're going to go to the My Account button. Okay. Now, what we're going to do is that we're going to go into the coaching journal area. So let me first explain the coaching journal to you. All right, I'm clicking the coaching journal, and you see that there's a standard client meeting journal, standard group meeting journal. Everyone starts with those two. The other two, which are editable and also able to be deleted, are two that I've created previously. I'm going to create a new one with you through this video. The coaching journal is a place where you and your clients can communicate about your coaching session. We're going to go into the standard journal so that you can have an understanding here of what this is all about. So this is the standard coaching journal template. There are session preparation questions. There's an area for free text notes. There's a session summary section, and then there are private notes that only you, the coach, can read, and you, the coach, input those into the system. Here's the important thing, the most important thing, I believe, for you to understand about the coaching journal. A new journal is created with each session that you hold. Therefore, it is not the type of journal where, like a Word document that just keeps going on and on and on. It's more like there's a new Word document every time you create a new session. Okay? So when you have a meeting for July 1st, there is a coaching journal associated with that. And when you have a meeting on July 8th, there's a coaching journal associated with that. Picture it being a book with separate pages. Okay? And you can only read that page when you go to that page number. So you can only read the July 1st entry when you go to the July 1st page. And you can only read the July 8th entry when you go to the July 8th page. And every time you create a new meeting, that date, when you generate the date of the meeting, it creates a new coaching journal. Now, if you have not created another coaching journal, automatically what happens is the standard coaching journal template that says standard client meeting that we're looking at on our page, that is what connects to your meeting. Okay? So let's take a look at it so that we can see what it is inside this particular journal. Session preparation questions. So when you are creating a meeting for your clients, what will happen is after you've had your meeting, before the next meeting, they'll get an email that says, remember to fill out your session preparation questions, right? Okay, so this is where they're going to go. And here's what it says. It says, get your mind ready for your session by answering these questions 15 to 30 minutes before your next coaching session. Now, I ask my clients to actually do it the day before their coaching session, if at all possible. The reason why is because I want an opportunity to be able to read what they've written so that I can mentally prepare for our coaching session. It helps me to become more effective. Sometimes it can happen, sometimes it doesn't. I'm just happy when I get them to be consistent in actually going in and filling this part in. So, the questions are what I agreed to do on our last meeting, what I've accomplished since our last meeting, what I didn't get done, what I learned since our last meeting, what I've found challenging is the opportunities I perceive are, and what I would like to focus on in this session. This is the reason why these questions, having them completed before your next session is important, because they're telling you right here, this is what I'd like to accomplish in my next session. If you know that, then you can really tailor make this session just for them. When you understand their wins and their losses from the last meeting, again, it's much more efficient for you to be able to be more effective as a coach. Okay? So that is what the session preparation questions are. And this little blue arrow is what you will click in order to expand or to deflate that area. Free text, oh, I'll show it to you here. Free text notes. So you click on that and it says feel free to record notes from your session in the space provided below. Now you see, I am the coach, and you see where I get that red circle with a line through it? That means I am not allowed to write in this space. It is only for my client. And I'm going to show you in a moment how you can change that. Okay, so they should be putting notes in there. I suggest that they use that during the session. They can definitely do it immediately after, and really at any point in time that they would like to put something in, that would be a good time for them to do it. And then the session summary. So to help you get maximum benefit from your coaching experience, please answer the following questions during and or immediately following your session. So for most people, this is going to be done immediately after. The overall focus of the session was, my key learnings and insights are, the actions I will take as a result of this session are, and then my overall rating. Now, some of you may not particularly like to be rated by your client. I'm going to say to you, and strongly encourage you to allow yourself to be rated by your client, because this is how you're going to be able to remain engaged with your client and keep them as your client, because you're going to understand exactly what they feel about the coaching session that they've invested their hard-earned money for. So this is a great place for you to be able to really hone your skills, because if you begin to see some repetitive things being written here, then you know that this is something that might be an area of opportunity for you, and you're able to increase your skill level. And it says something that my coach can do for me to make our sessions even better is, that type of feedback, that genuine feedback, is phenomenal in helping you to be successful as a coach and individualize your approach with your clients. So don't be intimidated by what may be written here. Just because it's written here doesn't mean that it's something that you have to do, but it is something that I could say at least you could be aware of. At least you can incorporate some things about it if you want to. Sometimes you can find out things that you may not have known. For instance, a person might say, the coaching session was great, really wish there wasn't an echo on the phone, or really wish the background noise on the other side wasn't there. So take the opportunity to allow your clients to utilize that portion of the coaching journal. All right, so and I'm going to minimize that. There we go. And then the private notes coach only area. So this is the area where you, as the coach, will go in and you will write in this area about your client. So it says, feel free to record notes from your session in the space provided below. So in this area, your client cannot see this area. The only person that can see this area is you, the coach. And so you're answering these questions. What is the problem? What insights did the client gain from the session? What actions were agreed upon? And then additional notes. Then you're going to put how long the session lasted. This is important because if you're keeping track of your time, right? Because you want to be able to get credit for your hours. This is where that comes from. It does not come from the appointment that you set. It comes from what you put right here. All right. And then, was the session paid or pro bono? You definitely want to make sure that you keep track of this. Again, it's something that you want to give yourself credit for and that you will be using if you're going to get additional credentialing through ICF. Okay. And then you can give yourself a self rating if you want to, completely up to you. All right. Now, that is the standard coaching journal and it's a fine journal. But let's say you want to create a journal that is specific to the program that you're offering. All right. So I'm going to say that, I'm going to use the cliche, new year, new you. Okay. And we need to have, and let's say this is a 90-day get focused challenge. All right. And we need to create a journal that is specific to this particular challenge. So what we're going to do is that we're going to click on new. And when you click on new, what happens is the standard coaching journal is automatically copied. All right. The session summary and the private notes are automatically there. And we're going to give this a name. So we're going to say new, we're going to say 90 Day You is the name of this. Okay. And then we're going to save it. And I'm really doing this because I just want you to see it. Okay. So there you have it. 90 Day You is right there underneath all of your coaching journals. Okay. Now we're going to go in and we're going to edit it. Now you didn't have to save it. You could have just put 90 Day You and started working from it. I just wanted you to be able to see that part. Now when you expand the session summary, everything that is in the original is there. And when you expand the coach's notes, everything that you see is there. So here's what I want you to really pay attention to. So let's go to the session summary. Here, in this area here. Who can edit this section? It says clients only. Remember when we had that red circle with the line going through it? The reason why is because the system understands that you are the coach. And only clients are allowed to answer these questions. But who can view it? All of us can view it. Okay? All right. So I'm just going to take that backward and we're going to add a new section. All right? And let's just say that every 30 days there is a new challenge in the 90-day You. All right? So we're adding a new section. Okay. And it says new section. I did it twice, so that's why it's there. And we're going to name this first challenge. No, I don't want to do that. I want to name this ahas. Okay. And then what we're going to do is we're going to say to them, please list the aha moments you had during, no, I'm sorry. Please list the aha moments you had during your session here. Okay, now, who can edit this section? Only the clients, because the coach is not going to do it. And then, who can view it? Everybody. And then, what are the questions that I want to ask? So these are the instructions. So the question is, what did you here that made you think different. Okay? And then we're going to put what questions made you think, no, made you, we'll just say dig deeper. Okay? And then we're going to save it. Now, here's the thing. You can put whatever, I thought I did that. I'm sorry. Obviously, as you can see, I made a mistake. It says intro field is required. Oh, because I have this section. Let me just do this quickly. Things that work. Keep a of what is working for you. And then maybe the client can edit it. Everyone can view it. And the question that we are asking is, what is the one thing that works so far that you do not want to change? These are just random questions, so don't worry if they don't make sense, because they're probably not going to. I just want you to see how this works. Okay, so this is the actual new coaching journal template. It says 90 Day You. That's the name of it. Session summary, private notes. The ahas are what we added. Things that work are what we added. Okay? We can edit it. We can copy it and create another journal similar to it. And we can set it as the default. What does that mean? If I click set this as default, every time I create a new session with my client, this is the template that's going to come up. Okay? So if this were a program that, let's say that the 90 Day You program is the program that all of your clients go through, all right? Before they can do anything else with you, they have to do this particular program. So you'll want to set it as a default, because this is the journal template that you'll be working from. So you set it as a default. And every time you have a meeting, it's going to be the one that comes up first. Let's show you what that means, what that looks like. So you're going to click on clients. I'm going to go to Dave Smith, my favorite guy. Well, no. We're going to go to Classroom. I'm sorry, not Classroom. I did it again. Calendar. Okay. And we're going to set a new meeting. And we're going to make this meeting for Dave Smith. All right. 90 Day You. Session 1. Hi, Dave. Can't wait for our meeting. Please come ready. All right. Then here it is. Journal template, 90 Day You. I'm going to assume that the date, you know, let's just go to tomorrow so it's not today. We'll go to Friday. All right. We're going to assume that the time is right, because we're just doing this as an example. And we're not doing it any recurring time or anything like that. Nothing to attach, just plain and simple. And we're saving it. We saved it. It now is going out to Dave so that Dave can say yes or whatever he's going to do. And when you go to the coaching journal, because you can, there you go. The coaching journal that was created was that one. So what happens if you want to change the coaching journal? Well, that's easy. You'll go to your client, you're going to go to your meeting. We're going to do this again for Dave. Dave is a popular guy. Session 2. You are doing great. See you next week. Now, journal template. There you go. All of the journals that you have in your system are right there. Maybe you want to use the standard meeting template for this one. Go ahead and set your calendar for the next week. We're going to save the meeting. And it's as simple as that. Go to the coaching journal and the standard meeting template is there. It is just that simple. You can create a coaching journal template for every program that you offer. You can have a generic one that's just for the coaching sessions that you do in general. You can not create any and just use the standard coaching journal that's already in the system. The point of Life Coach Office is that we want you to be able to customize it as much as possible so that it can be uniquely yours. Part of the branding of the system is that you brand the documents to be what you need them to be for the clients that you serve. Well, that ends the tutorial for this particular section. I look forward to talking to you again soon. I hope that you're enjoying the tutorials, and always be willing to send me out a support email. Let me know what your questions are, and if there's something in particular you want to see on video, just let me know there, and I'll be happy to do it for you. Happy coaching, everyone. Talk to you soon.